Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect.
Teddy, welcome back to Singapore.
Yeah, happy to be back.
I mean, you were here last July, and I feel like so much has happened for you ever since that. My first question to you is, how are you, man? Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks for asking, man. I'm doing really well, man. What do they say all the time? Everybody asks, where's Teddy, not how's Teddy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. How are you doing?
I'm good. I think I'm excited for this. I just realized you're barefoot. I should.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
gonna join you.
Yeah.
There we go. Can I just share something personal with you? I have a very eclectic taste in music. I think my mom and I would disagree about the choice of music I listen to. But the one thing we can agree on is whenever I put on your record, she will say things like, "Oh, so nice. Who's this guy? Let me know." This is Teddy Swim's mom, and she knows that you're my favorite singer of this generation
Well,
now.
thank you, man. What an honor.
In terms of music, aside from maybe say Michael Jackson, what kind of music did you and your parents listen to bond over?
My dad, we loved to listen to Keith Sweat and Boyz II Men, you know, and back in the day, when it was okay to say this, we used to listen to a lot of R. Kelly together, but that was, prior to the
everything
mess that
else.
he became. But and then a lot of country music too, man. Alan Jackson and we listened to a lot of 2 Live Crew too, which was quite strange. He would always let me listen to 2 Live Crew and say, as long as I didn't go home to my mom and repeat the words like, "Hey, we want some." Something. He's like, "Don't say this when you get home to your mom," But yeah, we can listen to this. So, but yeah, it was that, and like I said, a lot of George Strait and a lot of good country as well. So I got a lot of good memories with my dad. And my mom primarily listened to, Shania Twain was a big one for her, but a lot of my mom listened to a lot of gospel and Christian music, so we bonded a lot over that too.
And by the way, your cover of "Still the One," it still lives rent-free in my head.
Well, good. Yeah, that was dedicated to my sweet mama. That whole album always reminds me of her.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask about Michael Jackson, given how you love to do covers of his songs and all that. Have you seen the trailer for the biopic?
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. And to know that Jafar, his nephew, is playing him is such a cool thing, man. I'm so excited to see it. I think it's going to be beautiful.
And given how you're also known for wearing iconic outfits, I have to ask, if you had a chance to wear any of Michael Jackson's iconic outfits in his music videos or performance days, which outfit?
You gotta go Thriller jacket, man.
Oh, okay.
You gotta go Thriller, man. You got to.
Because I would have gone with Smooth Criminal in the white suit.
Yeah, totally. I think Thriller is the freshest fit, it's so cool, man. With the face paint and everything, I would do the whole thing. I'd do the whole nines.
There's I've Tried Everything But Therapy Part 1. There's Part 2. Had I known you would release a box set, I would have held off buying Part 2 and keep it for the box set. I saw the Instagram, by the way.
We'll make sure we send you one over, buddy. So you don't have to spend no more money. I'll send you one over.
No, don't say that. Okay, I want to get you to sign this for me after we end this
of course,
interview.
I'm happy to.
But could I ask, in terms of maybe say the box set, how much of a hand did you have in designing it, man?
So my dear friend Aaron Mars, who's been kind of designing everything for us and with us since the beginning of Teddy Swims, and so many of my bands prior to that. So I've known him forever, and so we really were, in the trenches doing that. And he's the genius behind all of it. But a lot of that is I'm just like, that's perfect. Usually with him, we've known each other and been working together for so long that it's just like he just kind of gets the vision. He just sees it, and he kind of is the vision in a lot of ways too. So he's just a creative genius.
Will there be a Part 3, or will it be called something else?
No,
I've tried everything but an ice bath. I don't know.
No, yeah, I have tried that, but we're moving on. I think that the important part for me for doing Part 2 was, I think in Part 1 though was like I was in a really bad place in my life, and I was like going through a heartbreak and really in a really tough way. And I think between Part 1 and Part 2, I had kind of like fallen back in love and was becoming a dad and reaching a new level of success and a new level of happiness in life. And there was love and happiness and family and all this other stuff that came along with and trying therapy also. And so I felt that it was important to try to do like Part 2 to reflect where my life was after the heartbreak, because I feel like so many times when you hear a heartbreak record, it just leaves you on sadness and there's no real answer to it getting better. And I felt like maybe if the listener was able to hear how much better it gets on the other side of heartbreak, then maybe I feel like Part 2 was kind of a closure to the one. So it was like, it does get better, just hang in there.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's what you hear when you hear the thing in its entirety.
We'll touch on becoming a dad in just a while, but I must congratulate you for 2 Grammy nominations. One was this year for Best New Artist, and then next year, Best Pop Vocal Album. Where were you when you got both calls?
Last year we were in Spain.
You were touring?
Yeah, we were in Spain. We were getting ready to do Los Cuarentas Awards, which was an award show out there. And I was getting my hair done and getting all made up for the thing, and me and all my buddies were sitting in there, all getting dressed up and stuff, and had the stream on, waiting for the best new artist announcement.
Yeah.
So we had it on, streaming, and we found out, of course, and jumped through the roof. And this year, actually, I had just gotten home from Australia, so right before we came here, I was like, my schedule was still so messed up, so I was already asleep, and I was also not even expecting being, able to be, like, I didn't think I was going to be in the conversation this year.
Yeah.
It was maybe like 9 a.m. or something, and people were just blowing my phone up left and right, like it was like my birthday or something, you know what I mean? It was just like my phone kept going off, and I woke up finally like, why is everyone calling me, and I answered the phone, and they were like, congratulations, you got a Grammy nomination, and so, of course, couldn't get back to sleep after that. I was absolutely thrilled. So, it was in the midst of sleeping when I found that one out, and it was such a blessing and a surprise this year.
From being nominated to performing at the Grammys itself, that must have been amazing for you.
Yeah, it's such a cool thing, man, to be able to do that and, like, perform for, I don't know, I guess, like, what are such legends and heroes of mine to, I guess, now, like, be in the same room and conversation, like, to call them kind of colleagues now. It's such a nutty thing. It was a real, like, I made it moment for me.
I mean, you're in the industry where your heroes and legends could come to you and say, hey, Teddy, well done.
Yeah, hell
What's
yeah.
the biggest compliment you've received from a hero of yours? Anybody?
I would say it's probably not even a music thing, really, as much as I got a chance to meet Adam Sandler one time at a Knicks game, and I have a couple tattoos of his movies, and I got to show him, my tattoos, and he came back to me and looks like, hey, will you show my kids your tattoos of me, And one of the things he said to me, he was with Chris Rock too, and he said, you don't have any tattoos of Chris Rock, and he's gonna have to live with that, you know what I mean? And so him showing off my tattoos of him to his kids was like the coolest thing to me, to be like, hell yeah, like, I'm cool that Adam Sandler was the best.
Thank you so much for that story, man. I love that. And of course, from the Grammys to the NRL Grand Finals, I feel as if that's like a small preview of when the NFL calls in for the halftime show. How was it like preparing for that while on tour and doing everything all at once?
It was definitely a lot of stress, but I think the biggest fear of it for me was that we went with the AC/DC cover, and doing that in a stadium in front of Australians, like it was a very terrifying thing, because if you mess that up, you might not get invited back to Australia. So luckily it went well. That was the biggest thing for me. It was like, we got to nail that. But it went really well, and I was really excited. We're hoping to go back there next time and be playing in that same stadium again, but as the Teddy Swim Show. So.
And then from music, we go to a bit of your personal life again. Congrats on becoming a dad.
Thank you.
So how are you keeping in touch with the lovely lady and the little man at home now?
Oh man, well, every day it's tougher out here because we're on the other side of the world. I think we're like 17 hours different or something crazy like that. So when I wake up, I just try to call and FaceTime as much as I can. And I mean, the good thing is he's almost 5 months old, so he's finally getting to the place where he's recognizing, and he's like, so when I talk to him, he's looking and smiling at me, and he knows it's me. So that's it's been a lot easier that way. Almost like 6-4 days, and I'll be home again. So I'm excited to see my man, and I love him, man. And I had an opportunity to bring them out to Australia with me a couple weeks ago too. So that was nice. But this last week has been really tough.
I do have one more question for you, an official question. What does rest look like to you?
Recently, about 6 months ago, bought a house in Nashville, and I think I haven't spent much time there. And when I get home, it'll have been kind of furnishing will be finally done, the painting and everything will be done, and so I can really. I mean, I'll still be writing and doing a lot of work, but I think I'll be able to just kick back with my baby, and just watch.
Spend time.
TV, I don't know. Maybe we'll start a new show or something. I don't know. We'll see. Because it's hard to ever turn off. I feel like I get a couple days where I'm finally turned off, and I'm like, nah, we got to get back to work. We got to do this. Especially now having him, it's there's a whole new why and a new reason to go get it, but also be as present as I can at home, and but I just I want to get it all. I want to give him the best life ever. So I think there's a new hunger and a drive, but there's also maybe I can figure out what rest is.
You know what? If I ever need advice as a creative and a dad at the same time, I'll definitely.
Yeah, please. Sure. I don't know how good I am at it yet. I'm still figuring it out, but yeah.
You got this. Okay, we want to manifest good things in 2026. So I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, like a rapid fire kind of round. You can answer me with your honest opinion, so you can choose to skip the question if you don't want to say anything about it. Out of 10, how much will Avengers Doomsday score on the ratings scale?
I haven't really seen much of the Avengers flick, so
just give it a number and we'll see.
Okay, let's go 9.
9. Grand Theft Auto 6 will have another delayed date. Will this happen or not?
Absolutely.
You think so?
100%. 100%.
AI will become self-aware and take over the world.
No, I don't think so.
Kim Kardashian's gonna pass her bar exam and finally be a lawyer next year.
Yeah, I believe in her.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do anything you set your mind to, especially her. I mean, look at what she's accomplished in this life. She can do anything. She's a superhero.
Apple's new iPhone will have 4 cameras instead of 3.
I think we'll keep 3, but I think maybe the front will have 2.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe something like that.
There'll finally be peace on Earth next year.
I do believe we can get there. I believe in humanity, but I don't think next year it's gonna happen.
Okay, what's gonna be the color of the year for 2026?
I would say let's do something crazy like lavender.
Lavender.
That's nice.
Teddy Swims having baby number 2.
I'll be okay with it. Yeah. I'm not planning on it, but sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. Will I finally get a girlfriend?
Yes, I believe in you.
Okay. And if I were to marry said girlfriend, will Teddy Swims perform at my wedding?
I'll be happy to, yeah.
All right,
And I'm sure she'll be an absolute dime too, brother. You deserve it.
Just to sweeten the deal a little bit, this is something that I watched you on Snack Wars, and when you had a taste of it, you said, I've been having this since I was 11. Here's a bottle of Jack for you, buddy.
Oh, that's so
Share it with the
kind,
crew,
bro.
and I'm bound by contract.
Single barrel select.
Yeah,
Dude,
and Singapore law to say, enjoy responsibly.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll be drinking this very responsibly
for the crew
this evening.
Have a great one. Have a great show here in Singapore.
Thank you, bro. You're so kind, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Something's got a hold on me lately. No, I don't know myself